I'm Mel Smith. I'm the Deputy Associate Director of Patient Care for the Medical Service Group. My dad started with a common cold, and then he didn't think that he had flu. 5 days later we were in hospital, he was admitted, and the impact that that had for just myself and my family was huge. It turned our lives upside down. My dad was very frightened. He looked every day of his age, and that vulnerability really made me aware of how important it is that I protect them from viruses. Seeing my dad with flu frightened me. Like I say, it reminded me of their vulnerability, their age, but again, being on that other side and not being the nurse but being the patient's relative was really difficult. It was really worrying for me, and I have medical insight, but again, knowing what the possibilities could have been and the outcomes could have been for him if things had been so different. So having that awareness as a medical professional, I knew where this could have gone, and it could have ended up in a completely different place to where it did. Thankfully, my dad made a full recovery. It did take him 3 to 4 months to get back to where he was and back at his baseline. But I'm very thankful for the help that the NHS gave him to reach that point. And I know we talk about flu every year, but actually when it happens to one of your own, it just brings home how important it is to be vaccinated. I wanted to be a peer vaccinator this year because of my experience. I wanted to share my experience with colleagues and understand the hesitation that some of my colleagues have really with having the vaccination. And if I could try and just talk through that with them, try and understand, and do some of that myth busting as well. We talk about flu quite flippantly, but actually having gone through that experience and seen how frightened my dad was and how incredibly poorly he was, it's really important. We talk about it, but when you see it and you feel it, it's completely different. Please get vaccinated. Please let's be responsible for ourselves, for each other and our loved ones.